All right, guys, Excalibur, Cerebral Syndicate, and I am with Richard Jefferies.
Yeah.
How you doing, sir?
Hi, good, thanks.
A little known fact about Mr. Jefferies is that he and his brother were a World War II vet, and your brother actually designed the original
You sure
Enterprise.
did, the Enterprise.
Yeah.
Yes, my brother and I were both in World War II. When he was 18, I was 16, we joined the Virginia National Guard. After 2 years in the Guard, we resigned. I went to Virginia Tech in mechanical engineering. My brother went to the Air Corps in B-17 bombers. Matter of fact, there's a painting of a B-17 that he flew in North Africa and Italy. My brother came back and he got a job at the Library of Congress as an aviation artist.
Yeah.
And they sent him to Hollywood in a movie called Bombers B-52. And while he's doing that, Gene Roddenberry saw his work and hired him to design a spaceship. This is Gene Roddenberry here. He flew B-17s in the Pacific, and that's my brother.
Gentlemen standing out front in the front hallway.
There we go. Explain, because I guess you're an engineer as well, right?
Right.
Okay, so kind of explain, because I know you probably worked with your brother a little bit as well. Explain because you're writing a book on him and the family as well. So explain, I guess, the process that you guys went through designing the actual Enterprise and working with Gene Roddenberry.
Right. Well, again, my brother, we met in Washington, D.C. in 1945 after 2 years in North Africa and Italy. My brother got a job at the Library of Congress as an aviation artist, and they sent him to Hollywood, a movie called Bombers B-52. And while he's doing that, Gene Roddenberry saw his work and hired him to design a spaceship. Now, we grew up with Buck Rogers and Flash Gordon, you know, the comic books.
Yeah.
And
sorry, guys, we kind of got people walking the cameras.
Anyway, after we read the comic books, we threw them away. Well, Matt got a job at the Library of Congress as an aviation artist, and they sent him to Hollywood, a movie called Bombers B-52. And while he's doing that, that's when Gene Roddenberry hired him to design a spaceship.
Yeah.
Now, Matt, the origin of the Enterprise is something just came out of his brain.
Yeah.
We did grow up with Buck Rogers and Flash Gordon, but there's a saucer, various things, various elements that he and Roddenberry agreed on. Well, after Matt designed the Klingon battle cruiser, also the first two phasers, Matt was hired by Michael Landon for Little House on the Prairie, which he did for 6 years.
Yeah.
Loved every minute of it. Well, after that, Matt also did Dallas for 2 years, art director on Dallas.
Oh.
But it's Star Trek that made him famous, and but his life was really aviation art.
Awesome.
Is there anything else you'd like to know about my brother Matt?
Oh no, absolutely not. So tell me a little bit about the book. So so you're writing about him? And his
Yeah,
experiences?
my brother passed away 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I flew out to Hollywood. I gave the eulogy in the church. I stepped outside of the church. I'm surrounded by Trekkies, and they asked me to write my brother's life story.
Okay.
It took me 5 years to write the book. I made 4 trips to Hollywood with a tape recorder, met everybody I could find that worked with my brother, and wrote the book. It took 5 years. It took another year to get all the authorizations, or I'll probably be in jail.
Right.
But at any rate, the book has been very successful. I've been to 3 Star Trek conventions, unbelievable experience.
Yeah.
And I had several thousand books, got a couple hundred left. I'm here signing books today.
There you go. There you go. Awesome, guys. That's absolutely amazing. Like I've watched Star Trek. I've never known you guys. Like, you know, it was actually actual aviation vets.
Well, he thoroughly enjoyed it, and of course I've met so many people. People would come up to me at these conventions, just touch me and say, "That's the nearest I'll ever come to Matt Jefferies." But I'm very proud of my brother. We were very, very close. It was a great loss. I just had my 92nd birthday, and I'm the sole survivor of 7 first cousins in World War II.
Oh wow!
And I've been blessed, but I had the opportunity to write my brother's biography.
Oh man, that's
well, nice meeting you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I do thank you.
Too.
Any other questions?
No, that's it, guys. Excalibur, Richard Jefferies.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Take care.